attitude since when? When did I have attitude with anyone there? When I went into that establishment, I went in and I was like, whoop, white face, Caucasian, let's go. Hello, welcome. Oh my God, let's eat ice cream. That's
literally how fucking fake I was, guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Jada. Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Jada, and I am here with another video for you guys. This time it is about the time that I got fired. And
I call this the classic fire.
Jada,
Fired. Pack up your stuff and get out of my
like literally, like I am so like overly done with the situation, so I'm just gonna rant about it to you guys because I don't hold anything back from my subscribers. So here we go. I want to say that Des, which was a coworker of mine at this job, he will be doing like his little part of the story, so I'll link his description down below.
So for suing rights and copyright issues or whatever, I will not be using the name of this establishment, and I will not be using names of anyone at this establishment. So yeah, you guys.
So let's just start out by saying, so I quit my last job because that was just fucking terrible. I went without a job for like a week and a half or whatever, and I was like, let me go job hunting, I guess. So I hung out with Des one day. Des?
I can't wait to get pregnant.
I cannot. Me too. So we're hanging out at McDonald's during this vlog, and he's like, oh, did I mind you? Like, I have to go to my other job. And I'm like, Des. And he was like, can you walk me there? And I'm like, okay, cool. I walk with him to the shop. I asked him, I was like, can I put my name down to get hired? Because they were hiring and whatever. I wrote my name in a little name card and all my information. And then they liked the fact that I'm in college and I'm flexible because everyone that works there was in high school or whatever. It's ran by high schoolers. So I was like, okay. I hear back from the job like 2 days after or 3 days after or something like that. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna kind of hire you. Just like tell us like your availability and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then they're like, oh yeah, so come in. Like, it was just like all random like text messages like from between the boss and then her son.
And it was just like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna be at the shop at this time on this day. Come up there. And I'm like, okay. Maybe I thought that was like an interview. I thought that was their way of telling me I had an interview. I get up there, and my boss, which we're gonna name her Rebecca. We're gonna name her Rebecca. And Rebecca's like,
oh, I have an event going on right now. We're giving out ice cream. We have some funding thing going on for the school. Yada, yada, yada. I didn't know this was the day. And I'm like,
you tell me to come. I'm like, okay, whatever. So,
and this is like, I'm gonna tell you guys this part first because it's gonna come up later. That is like, okay. So I'm like, she's like, do you have any questions for me? It wasn't even an interview. It was like, hi, let me meet the person that I'm about to hire. Before, there was nothing like, why do you want to work here? Why do you think that you should work here? You know, nothing like that. And then so she was like, do you have any questions? And I'm like, no. Like, what is the uniform like? She was like, you just wear a shirt, like, which I will give you, and then the hat that goes with our company, with our name on it, and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, cool. What about bottoms? I know some places do not like leggings, and I know some places do not like jeans. So what? I know some places do not like leggings, and I know some places do not like jeans. So what can I wear? She goes, some people wear shorts, but I do not like booty shorts. Have them like, you know, basically like grandpa old shorts, like, you know, like a length where it's not booty shorts. I'm like, okay, cool. Then she's like, don't wear yoga pants. And I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, our leggings are out. Because as soon as she says yoga pants, I was like, are leggings allowed? Because I like to wear black leggings personally when I work because I get cold. And she's like, yeah, you can wear leggings as long as it's not like see-through sheer or like your butt's not, you know, just look decent pair of leggings, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, okay, cool. Want me to go on this app where it's like when I work, when it has like your schedule and all the people you work with. Then they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna throw you on the schedule for Monday. So I get thrown on the schedule. It's my first day. I come in, I'm working with this girl. We're gonna name her Brittany. I'm working with this girl named Brittany, and Brittany is all like showing me the ropes and yada, yada, yada. And then we close, and then she asked me, can I cover a shift for her like the next following day? And I'm like, I mean, shit, I like money, so yeah, it's my second day, but why not? Next day I cover a shift for her, and I'm working with somebody, and mind you, they're like relatively new as well. And so we did the best that we can to close. I'm learning from them because they've been there for like a month. So we're gonna name this person like Shaniqua. We're gonna name her Shaniqua, and mind you, she's been working there for like a month, and I'm trying to learn from her the ropes, because obviously she's been there longer, like no one else is there to train me, so I'm learning from her the ropes. And then we count the draw at night, and it's like money is missing that night. It was like short like 30 bucks or something like that. And then that's when apparently I worked that shift with her, and I was working with Shaniqua, mind you. Shaniqua's Caucasian.
I'm white and Caucasian.
Let's keep that there. I'm working with her, so money was missing that day, so my name is kind of put into the little circle. I'm going to tell you why this is important later on. So that day, time goes on, she reports to the manager that it was like money missing, cool, that she was working with me, and it was just me and her. And I'm like, okay, cool. Never heard anything else about it. The next day, I'm supposed to be working a shift with the girl, Brittany. I'm supposed to be working with Brittany, but Brittany like broke her leg. And I'm like, okay, this is my third day. And then so everyone calls me, they're like, we just need you to come in, yada yada yada, and work the shift by yourself, close by yourself. And I'm like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
it's my third day, I don't know shit, but I can at least try, because it's not a hard job. It's not really hard to scoop ice cream. I don't even know if I told you guys, it's an ice cream place, so it's not that hard to fucking scoop ice cream. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. The thing I was just nervous about is just like closing, and then like people ask me for extreme stuff like sundaes and coffee, because
I've never been trained on it. Let me just say that right there.
Truly, honestly,
I told her I was like, I can handle it, like, because that's just the person I am. Like, I take situations and I go and master it. I worked the whole shift by myself. I closed by myself. Everything was fucking Gucci. There was no other fucking... Time goes on. Everything else is cool. Up until the point, like, this week, I'm working... Yeah, I get my brother, David, hired. I'm just going to go ahead and say his name because that's my bro, and he probably doesn't even give a fuck. I get him hired there because he just moved here from New York. And I was like, David, you looking for a job? I know my place is hiring. Let me get you hired here. Or whatever. So they talked to him. No interview for him either. And like Daz will probably tell you in his video that he didn't get an interview either. One night, they put him and I only together. I think it was a Friday night. They put just us two together. Mind you, I've been there for like a week and a half. He's been there. This is his third motherfucking day. So they put us together. We're new people, mind you. And we do everything we're supposed to do. We work our asses off. I even go to this little fucking festival that's down the street, and I'm like handing out coupons trying to help their business. And I'm like, you know, catch it up. Come eat some ice cream at my job. Like, I love it. Like, you know, it's more tips for me, more money for them. I like working with people. I always talk to people like that's just fucking me off the bat. Basically closed that whole night by ourselves, right? And then like there was supposedly supposed to be a checklist that we have to follow that didn't come out until like the ending before I got fired or whatever. There was this checklist that no supervisors, nobody who worked there knew about or explained to us about it. So whatever, we followed. I knew about the checklist after that point. I was like, David, let's do everything on this checklist. You can even see my fucking expo. I probably didn't even wipe it off. You can see my expo marks on that paper. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I have the expo marks on there. We're just checking it off what we did. Okay, you mopped, I swept. Okay, cool. Yada yada yada. I count the draw, and when I get to the draw, it's short $42. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know what to do. So I did what other people do. Mind you, I closed with many other people. Many other people who, when the draw was short, they always just put wherever they counted and put it right into the register. They were probably short, and I put the amount, and it was like short $42. And I put the amount that it was in the draw. And then I close for the day. I give David his tips, my tips, yada, yada, yada. Mind you, throughout this whole thing, there's a big-ass camera right on top of this fucking big-ass desk, too. So, yeah. So, basically, I go into the shop because I had to work the following morning, which is like around 1. I go in there, and my boss, freaking Rebecca, is like, I'm gonna just talk to you about how you closed last night. It was terrible. And I'm like, can you tell me what I did? I followed everything on the checklist. Can you tell me what I did? She's like, we'll talk about it later. And then she leaves. And I'm like, okay. No, but before she leaves, she counts the draw. She's like, yeah, I heard it was short. You told me or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it was short. She's like, I'm just gonna have to write you up for this. And I'm like, excuse me? Fucking excuse me? It's short and you're gonna write me up?
don't be racist.
me up. I'm sorry, maybe Shaniqua beforehand decided to steal from the draw and I'm getting written up just because I closed the draw. I don't short $42.
Catch me outside. How about that?
And so in my head right now, guys, I am so fucking pissed. I'm like, roll your fucking cameras back. Roll your goddamn motherfucking cameras back because I didn't fucking steal. Like, that shit really fucking hurt, guys. Me coming from like an African-American standpoint and we get fucking picked on for every fucking thing that we do. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to get a fucking emotional, but that shit fucking hurts home. I get fucking blamed for fucking money missing out of the draw. And it's just like, wow. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many niggers are in my store? I know you're stealing.
That fucking hurts deep. And it's only $42. Like, if I was going to steal from somebody, I'm gonna steal more than fucking $42. What the fuck is $42 gonna get me? Fucking 2 G's, bitch? 2 G's? No.
Not to be racist or anything.
Then Rebecca comes back and she has her friends and she's giving them free ice cream or whatever because she's the manager and it's her business. I get that and whatever. And then, like, she had me do, like, all these tasks. She had me scoop ice cream into pints. She had me do, like, hella shit. And I had my hat off because at this point, like, guys, I was in tears. So I took my hat off and I'm like, I was upset because I got accused. Like, how would you guys feel if you got accused of stealing in this time of day? Like, I was really fucking upset. She could roll her cameras back. Like, bitch, I was fucking upset. So I took my hat off for the minute and she happened to come back and I, like, fixed myself because I'm not going to cry in front of no fucking body. Like, bitch, I'm a bad bitch. So she comes back. And she gives me all these tasks to do. And then she goes and repeat. Like, mind you guys, like, I have these notes right here. What she's going to say to me. She's like,
put your hat on. And I'm like, okay.
She's like, scoop the ice cream. It's like it's going to melt. Like, can you just do this? Mind you, like, I'm scooping ice cream. Then a customer walks in. I have to cater to them. Never had time to put the hat on or whatever. Then when I got done scooping them, she'll be like,
make waffle cones. Do this, do this, do this. And I'm like, do you want me to put the fucking hat on or not? I have black people hair. You can't just put the fucking hat on. No, bitch.
My hair was like, it wasn't like wet how it is right now. It's like blow dried. So it's really poofy. You have to actually put it back into a ponytail. They don't understand. So I'm like, wait a second. Like, I'm going to put the hat on, whatever. And then she says it like several times. I'm like, okay, I put the fucking hat on. And I'm like, calm down. So she bitches about that. And then she basically complained. So basically fast forward throughout that shift or whatever. I told her, I came up to the conclusion, I talked to the other girl that I finally met, her name, let's just name her, I know, I'm running out of names, let's just name her, Cynthia. I talked to this other girl named Cynthia, and she's just like, oh yeah, you have to log your tips when you do that, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's why the register came up short when you, like, take out the money for your tips or whatever. And she's like, okay, cool, I'll get to the bottom of that, cool, thanks, great. And I'm like, okay, whatever. The next thing you know, she kept giving me all these tasks, like to make waffle cones and sticker cups. I'm like, girl, it's 4 o'clock. Deuces, bye. My mom's outside waiting for me. Goodbye. And then so I clock out and I leave. And then, yeah, that was the end of that. And I'm thinking I have to go into work the next day. And I wake up the morning and I get a phone call from Rebecca. And Rebecca's like, I can barely hear her. She sounded like she was like underwater. Or maybe it was my phone or whatever. And she goes,
you're on a probational period or something like that. I feel like I was half asleep when I woke up. And she's like, you're on a probational period, so I need you to come in this week.
Like, she was like literally fucking afraid to tell me. Like, she was just like, you're on probational period. What the fuck does that mean, bitch? Just tell me I'm fucking fired. Like, the fuck? And then I finally, like, it clicks to me. I was like, she low-key just fired me. That's what a probational period means. And I message her, and I'm like, so why
am I being fired or whatever? Like, you never really gave me a reason why I'm being fired. Like, there was no, like, explanation.
Okay, so she goes, this is why you're being fired. I asked you 8 times to put your hat on. And I explained to you guys why it took me fucking 8 times to put the hat on. Because, like, you have me doing hella shit, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there and combat you and be like, well, do you want to put the hat on or not? Whatever. And then she says, I asked you not to wear yoga pants and leggings. And like I told you guys when I first met her, I asked her, are leggings, I never once wear yoga pants. Let me just tell you that, because all my yoga pants are currently dirty right now. I don't fucking feel like doing my laundry, so I never once wear fucking yoga pants. I wore leggings, and I wore shorts. And she was basically saying, like, oh, you can't wear leggings now all of a sudden. I was like, well, you need to stop making these fucking rules every fucking 5 minutes. Like, I'm sorry, like, now all of a sudden you don't like leggings, but I'm sorry, Brittany and everybody else wears yoga pants and leggings. They wear chacos and everything else at your job. So, question mark? Okay, cool. And then then she was like, you never turned in your paperwork. Because every time I try to turn in my paperwork, you're not there. And every time I go to give it to you, you're magically gone. So I'm sorry, that's why I never gave you my paperwork. Oh yeah, I also would like to add, in the beginning when I first started working there, you're supposed to give somebody like their W-2 forms and all their like paperwork before they start working. I didn't get mine till like the ending of the first week I started working there, and they still don't have it. It's sitting in my bedroom like right fucking now, and I'm gonna walk down there and go bring it to them, because all I know is that bitch better have my money and I better get paid for my time and my hard work and my tears. That's all I know. That's all. So guys, Des and I are gonna take a walk up there to return our uniforms and give back. We'll give our W-2s in so we can actually get paid, you know, even though you're supposed to do that like your first day, but it's cool or whatever. So then she said, because of she said money was stolen or whatever, and I was like, so you are definitely on the phone right now accusing me of stealing from your store. And I'm like, wow, that shit, like, guys, that still hurts, like, to this day. Like, I'm accused as a fucking thief because it's not who I fucking am. She basically accuses me of fucking stealing, and I'm like, wow, and then I was so fucking pissed, guys. I wrote to her and I was like, not all fucking black people steal, bitch. Like, not all fucking black people steal. Like, that's so fucked up, guys. Like, you don't understand how bad that hits. And later on in a minute. And then she said I was combative, and then I had attitude. Wow, I had attitude since when? When did I have attitude with anyone there? When I went into that establishment, I went in and I was like, whoop, white face, Caucasian, let's go. Hello, welcome, oh my god, let's eat ice cream. That's literally how fucking fake I was, guys. That's how fucking fake I was. Like, I didn't even know who I was when I went in there. Like, because that's how much, like, I worked in that condition. Like, you guys know how you work in that condition and you just have to put on a face that's not yours. So you can never say I had attitude or I wasn't, like, guys, I was so fucking preppy. Like, I did not even feel like myself, which is like a bad thing. Like, you should never feel like that at a job, but whatever.
Not so Caucasian today, bitch. Got the hair braided up like Beyonce, bitch.
Being racist or whatever. So I went on my Snapchat and I like vented about it, and I'm just like, people just never stop being racist, yada yada yada. And then so one of my coworkers, we're gonna name her Bitch Duck. Bitch Duck goes and like sends Rebecca all the information, and basically she comes off of me and Rebecca sends me all the pictures of like her black friends, and she's like, see, I have black friends, I'm not racist, that hurts.
But don't even say nothing to me, boy. You look like a motherfucking no.
If that hurts your feelings, that's how it came off. Like, you don't accuse anyone else. There was Caucasians who work at your job and their jaw was short. They never got fired. But when an African American, the jaw is short because I have a valid reason. I didn't log my tips in, and I was equal up. Me and David's tips equaled up to the amount that was missing, pretty much. And when our money was missing, pretty much, it's like, it's coming off as a freaking racism thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that hurts. I was like, you're hurt because I'm accusing you of a racist? You're accusing me of fucking stealing. Now that shit fucking hurts. Now you feel my fucking pain. You don't understand, like, that shit fucking hurts, guys. It hurts that the fact that an African American can never go into a fucking store without them fucking like looking at you like this. Can I help you?
Disgusting.
That's literally my story, and I hope you guys like go watch Dez's point of view. Des went through a lot of shit. Everybody went through a lot of shit. And then on top of the fact, because she basically fired me and I went off on her, she fires David for no reason because like I basically got him hired or whatever.
Yes, she is a bitch. B.I.
Like, that's not fair to David. Even though David was gonna leave because I left, like, he doesn't want to stay there. He didn't like anybody there, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, that's kind of just like fucked up on that part. I just pray for, like, at the end of the day, I just pray for these places, and I pray that people change of heart, and I pray that, like, people change overall and, like, get help, because that's not fucking cool to do to any fucking body. That's really not. If you guys enjoyed this video, please thumbs it up, and I hope you guys take something from this video. If you are unhappy at a work establishment, please do not continue working there. Like, it matters how much money it brings to you. Like, if you are unhappy, you will never be a happy person. You're putting all that negative energy out into the universe. Just please, like, don't ever get to the point where I am. Just don't ever. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, thumbs it up. and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, I love you.